Yo, we just had some fucking tragic fucking death going in Parasyte. I can't be losing more people in this fucking show. So we go straight in. Fucking Migi's like, yo, we're taking this car. We're going in. Migi knows how to drive already. We're like driving in the countryside. We've got a plan. We got a way to beat Goutou. And what they decided to do is like fucking just crash the car right into Goutou. It's like, fuck it. This is our final stand. Let's go. Let's go, Shinichi. Let's like go fuck him up. And what they were really doing was just a really clever way. It's like, okay, like Shinichi isn't connected by the signal and he can't sense humans, but what he plans to do is like Migi decides to split itself up into like sort of like little three little paths just like around the street. So it's like, okay, like if we do this, that like he'll be able to detect me, but he won't be able to detect you. You use this point, like find his weak part of his body. So say like you distract his armor from one part, I can go for the head and take him out because the head is where the smart part of the body is. As we saw, like when we had that first one, that was when we saw like the really dumb parts of the Parasyte that work the other arms, and that's why it was like rampaging like a retard. So we get to see like when it went straight into this episode, like he was able to like throw like a fire spear right at Goutou, and it's like, oh shit, and Migi just right out, but Migi, he didn't have enough fucked up, like barely Goto's head was just hanging on by a fucking tip, and it was like, fuck you, Migi. Cuts it down. It's like, run, Shinichi, run! Like, it was just so emotional as to saying, you know, I'm glad I was able to become friends with you. I'm glad I was able to share this time. Now get out of here. And it was just like, you see Migi just passing, like, away and just dying. And it's just like, Shinichi getting cut up by fucking Goutou trying to run. And it's just like, when you see him just scream and cry, like, Shinichi just lets it all out. Ah! Like, he just, like, fucking screams. I'm like, that's emotional shit. Well, we're not even halfway through the episode. We just had the death of one of the main characters, and I'm like, yo, I can't take this. Funny how this episode really panned out from the rest of this because it felt like the Migi death should have been the actual like last part of last week's episode because then the rest of it was like showcasing Shinichi in this like little area like with this little old lady and saying, you know, like, oh yeah, I treat you like my nephew. You come here, you stay. And it felt like we should have known a little bit more about this lady, but she was sort of like saying like Shinichi, you shouldn't run away from like your things. You've got stuff to finish, and like it was like Shinichi feels so fucking useless. He's lost Migi. He's only got one arm left, and it's like, what the fuck can you do against Goutou? And that's like he sort of stepped himself up, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna fight this guy. Comes out with a fucking blunt machete, and he's like, let's fucking go. But we also do see throughout this episode that as well that Goutou seems like he's been devouring and he's been evolving, and holy fucking shit, if anyone's seen fucking Yu Yu Hakusho before, he looks straight up like Toguro. Like, give him the shade, and that is Toguro right there. And it's like, I should have noticed that since that's in the opening, what he looks like that, but he looks like a fucking monster. He looks insane, and we're reaching the fucking conclusion of Parasyte, and it's sad like to see that, you know, we've only got 2 more like episodes left, and I believe as well for the last episode, they're going to have like a big screening in Japan, which I would have loved to see the last episode in theaters, but yeah, we can't do nothing over here in the US. I mean, honestly, I fucking loved that part of the episode, but then it got a lot more slower pace and like more methodical with the whole stuff with the old lady. So it was really good episode, like the whole stuff. But it's like, the old lady stuff could have been done a little bit better, maybe. Like it could have been, or at least a little bit more detail. Because I felt like we got missed out, but then at the same time, like we probably spent a little too much. Maybe we should have had like the ending of the episode. Shinichi approaches Goutou, and it's like, yo, the final battle. Let's go. But you know, I trust Madhouse. I know what the fuck they're gonna do. So that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm probably gonna give this episode about a 7.5 to an 8 because I like Migi thing was fucking huge, but the rest of the episode is a little bit you know, it was like that. But that's all for me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.